What's going on, stackers? So in this video I'm going to be sharing another red hot KDP niche that you may want to check out. So welcome back to StackinProfit. My name's Paddy and over here we give you the tools and resources to learn, grow and master passive income streams so that you can live a life of freedom. Now, this video is actually part of a playlist that I have been putting together, and if you want to check out that playlist, I'll link it right there, right now, in the right-hand corner. Now, let's go over to Amazon and take a look at this niche that I want to share. So, this niche, again, is in the colouring book niche. I've been diving deep into the colouring book niches and building out a huge spreadsheet, so I have a lot of niches, and one of them being cowboy colouring book. So this looks like a pretty good niche. What we're going to do is check under all, then we'll check under books, and then I'll talk about getting some graphics for these types of books. Now from here we can actually see that it has a 52% niche score with self-publishing titans. Now if you know anything about my strategy, I like to find niches above 40% because you can find them everywhere and they're still pretty good niches. Now if we take a look at this one for cowboy colouring book under all, there's only 357 results and the average BSR is under 500,000, just how I like. So if we take a look on the first page, go past the sponsored post, we can take a look at some of these BSRs. So Rodeo Colouring Book has almost a 50,000 BSR. That's pretty good. Then this one, 186,000. That's Horses of the West. Again, pretty good. And then another one down here, 200,000. So with this isn't huge demand, but there's enough demand there to make a decent amount of royalties. So cowboy colouring book, that's the niche. Now if you want even more niches, then don't forget to check out the LCB Vault. There is a link down in the description below, but within here we have the brand new course called Simple Colouring Books, and I've shared 200 plus colouring book niches. So if you want to check that out, click that link down below. Now back to Amazon. Let's take a look under books. Now under books the score is a little bit lower, 47%, but there's still only 1,000 results and that average BSR is still under 500,000. So if we actually take a look through this, let's go down to here. Let's get rid of that. Past the sponsored post, we can see those similar books again. So Rodeo Colouring Book, Horses of the West, Big Book, what's that? Big Book of the Old West as well. So it seems like a lot of Old West, not just cowboy stuff, but we can see again pretty good niche. Now when it comes to actually getting graphics for these type of books, it's going to be a little bit harder because cowboys isn't really a popular niche. But if you come over to here to Creative Fabrica, we can find some cowboy graphics that we could create our colouring books around. So the first one, we have this one, cowboy clip art. So with this, as long as they give you the SVG or the EPS, we can turn this into colouring graphics. So let's take a look at this and see if they do actually share the EPS or the SVG. So let's scroll down. So what do we get? We get 18 Western theme, clip art, transparent background. So with this, we do not get the SVG or the EPS, only the PNG, which means that we can't actually use this for colouring graphics, which is a shame. But on here, you still have some others like this. This is the SVG and the EPS. SVG and the EPS just here as well. And then there's a few more graphics, not that many. Now what I would probably do with this niche, the cowboy niche, is probably outsource this to someone to create it for me. Now over on Fiverr, let's go over to here, we can see there's a lot of gigs that will actually create you your colouring pages, and you can get them relatively cheap. So look at this, £4 or just under £4. What's that? $5 $5 per page. So it would cost you a little bit of money to actually get this outsourced, but it would be worth it in the long run. Now, when you're on Fiverr, you can search by seller details or delivery time. Now, what I like to do is go through seller details, go to top rated, level 1 and level 2, and then click apply. So doing this is going to filter out all the new people, and you're going to get experienced sellers on here that have some really great feedback, as we can see from here. So now as we look, we can see that we now have more of the experienced sellers. Now, one thing I do want to note about Fiverr is you have to be careful who you order from. So let me go back one, because I want to show you something. Now, if we scroll down to here somewhere, where is it? So let me just take a look for a second. Now, I can't seem to find it, but there was a seller on here a minute ago, which I've got pulled up just here, offering, if we take a look, I will create custom toddler kids colouring pages and cover for KDP. Now, with this person, do not use these. There's a lot of these sellers on there that take graphics that aren't actually theirs and then try to resell it. So I saw this and I thought, hey, I know that from somewhere. That's actually from Fabrica. And then I thought I'd take a look through some of these, and I saw this ugly sweater, and this is actually from Fabrica, just here from Pretty Graphic. I think it's Pretty Graphic. Hold on. No, Digital Papers. So what they're trying to do now, they've stolen or brought all of the graphics here on Fabrica from this seller, and now they're trying to sell them as is over here on Fiverr. So just be aware of that, and that's why it's always a good idea to find sellers here on Fiverr that have a really good feedback like this one. They have 177 feedback, so that is really good. So just be aware of that. If you're going to outsource to Fiverr, do your due diligence and check out the seller to make sure they're actually allowed to sell what they're selling. So please remember that. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, go hit subscribe and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified for any further videos. That being said, I've been Paddy, this has been Stacking Profit, and I'll see you again soon.